Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to SCiP-Dictation Live. My name is Sherman, and if you're new to the channel, this live stream is for hanging out with me while I record the SCP readings, chilling out, and chatting in the chat room, which I will set up right now. While I'm doing that, you may have noticed, if you're in this chat, that this is the second video with this title, that you may have gotten 2 announcements. That is because there was an accident in the setting up the recording, so now we are giving it a second try, and hopefully that will fix the mistake I made earlier. Also, because I'm running 2 shows now, you're going to see a little bit of a different title. The SCiP readings are going to be TGS for The Sherm's Great SCiP Dictations, and the explains from now on are going to be SDSSG for Sherm's Declassified SCiP Survival Guide. Pardon me, that's why this is a live stream. Alright, so I've got the chat room set up. Because there was an error, I've already started recording the SCiP, but I'm only about 2 minutes in, so you didn't miss too much. The SCiP we're doing today is SCP-3088, codenamed, oh gosh, I just had this, Law of the Land. It's called Law of the Land, and it's written by user Mortos, which is just awesome. And it's about a town in Nebraska where whatever laws they make just automatically become immutable laws of reality. So right now, there we are, there we are, there we are. Oh, someone on Reddit commented something at me, so that's why I got distracted there. What on earth have you been doing the past 2 months? I've been making and posting SCP videos. Check them out sometime. Pitch, 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 pitch. All right. So that's that. Back to the live chat. And so we are about 2 minutes in. Oh, and it has been brought to my attention that if I speak to the chat room, there is no bubble like I have that tells you what comment was just made. So from now on, when you guys comment and I'm chatting with you, I'm going to try to say who I'm talking to and what you said. That way people who watch the stream later, it doesn't not make any sense. So here we go. SCP-3088. Oh, I don't even know where that is. SCP-3088. Anomalous properties unknown. So SCP-3088 first came to Foundation attention following an intercepted call from a civilian trapped within the sheriff's office to a nearby town. The call was terminated mid-conversation at the same time that all wired and cellular traffic into or out of the town ceased. History. Following the initial discovery of SCP-3088, but before the specifics of the anomaly were understood, Mobile Task Force Sigma-9, codename Kansas City Hot Steppers, were dispatched to investigate. Following are the recovered logs of their investigation. Audio Transcript 1. Transcript of the first audio message from Mobile Task Force Sigma-9 following their entry into SCP-3088, received approximately 19 hours after entry. Message from Team Leader... I think I said message weird there. 19 hours after entry. Alright, let's chop that back up and make it nice. Boom, boom, boom. 088 first came to Foundation attention. Excellent. 19 hours after entry. 19 hours after entry. Message from Team Leader Agent Denlin Sorsby, codenamed Stepper 1. Transcript begins. Alright, let's hope this works. Command, this is Agent Denlin Sorsby, Team Leader, MTF Sigma 9er. If you're receiving this, you better give Agent Peters a raise. Okay, from the top. Immediately after our entry into Cullen, we quickly found that an anomaly is present and encompasses the entire area around the town. All of our firearms were immediately removed from our persons, as if they just vanished into thin air, and all of our phones stopped working, cellular and satellite. We also discovered we couldn't leave. Whenever one of us made a move to leave the area, we'd freeze up and become unable to take so much as a step. As soon as we tried to do anything else, though, we could move just fine. I hit the discussion button on the wiki, so now it's blocking, so I gotta reload the page. That way I can actually see what we're talking about. And we're back. For special effects, because this is an audio transcript, I'm gonna go in and like put this on a walkie-talkie sound, because that'll make it cool.
19 hours after entry. Message from Team. Only 19 hours after entry. Message from Team Leader Agent Denlin Sorsby, codenamed Stepper 1. Transcript begin.
Alright. And I got my good Sorsby voice.
As soon as we try to do anything else, though, we can move just fine.
Keep on trucking. We tried weighing down the gas pedal on one of our vehicles, but it stopped as if it hit an invisible wall. The town itself seems normal enough at first glance, but everyone here is on edge. They definitely know something is wrong here, though it was hard to get anyone to talk to us. I mentioned our phones not working to a waitress in a diner we stopped at, and she said they were out all over town. Had been for days, apparently. Internet, too. Basically, there's no way to talk to anyone outside of town. Our walkies still work, but they are pretty short range. Didn't take long to work out that the mayor of this place is behind whatever's going on, or at least knows something about it. The way people talk about him, they're either terrified or in awe, or both. From what little we could glean. From what little we could glean.
We can move just fine. We tried weighing down the gas pedal on one of our vehicles, but it stopped as if it hit an invisible wall.
Alright, I'm going to reset this entire thing, basically, because I don't like the way I'm doing Sorsby right now. I need to make him, I'm talking a little too normal. I need him to be gruffer. So, we're going to go back a paragraph for 3.
Immediately after our... Okay, from the top. Immediately after our entry into Cullen, we quickly found that an anomaly...
Oh, and for some reason I put my, I talked in there too.
Stepper 1. Transcript begins.
Alright, so from this point, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Move it to the end. Alright. Alright, let's try and make this a little more manful. Transcript begins, right?
Transcript begins.
Excellent. Alright, let's hope this works. Command, this is Agent Denlin. Alright, let's hope this works, right? Alright, let's hope this works. Command, this is Agent Denlin Sorsby, Team Leader, MTF Sigma 9er. If you're receiving this, you better give Agent Peters a raise. Okay, from the top. Immediately after our entry into Cullen, we quickly found a... fudge.
We quickly found...
Fudgy the whale. This is not going well. Don't accidentally delete everything you worked on. It's not good for your health.
Immediately after our entry into Cullen.
Immediately after our entry into Cullen. We quickly found that an anomaly is present and encompasses the entire area around the town. All of our firearms were immediately removed from our persons, as if they just vanished into thin air, and all of our phones stopped working, cellular and satellite. We also discovered we couldn't leave. Whenever one of us made a move to leave the area, we'd freeze up and become unable to take so much as a step. As soon as we tried to do anything else, though, we could move just fine. We tried weighing down the gas pedal on one of our vehicles, but it stopped as if it hit an invisible wall. The town itself seems normal enough at first glance, but everyone here is on edge. They definitely know something is wrong here, though it was hard to get anyone to talk to us. I mentioned our phones not working to a waitress in a diner we stopped at, and she said there were... Mumble, mumble, mumble face. That's my face mumbling. Hey, Yossi Posey is here, and he is first. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
We quickly found that an anomaly is present.
All right. Let's party. Where was I? Crud.
I mentioned our phones not working to a waitress in a diner we stopped at.
I mentioned our phones aren't working to a waitress at a diner we stopped at. And she said they were out all over town. Had been for days, apparently. Internet, too. Basically, there's no way to talk to anyone outside of town. Our walkies still work, but they are pretty short range. It didn't take long to work out that the mayor of this place is behind whatever's going on, or at least knows something about it. The way people talk about him, they're either terrified or in awe, or both. I said that's silly. Yeah, you saw that survival guide post. That is going to be a new series. I'm currently writing episode 2 of it. They're going to take a little longer to come out because I actually have to write them. But, yeah, Sherm's Declassified SCiP Survival Guide. Episode 1 on 3999 is going fantastically. Even the people who don't like SCP-3999 are still like, no, but this is a good explanation. Good job. I still don't like the SCiP, but your video's good. And that's about the best compliment you can get, right?
The way people talk about him, they're
Oh, wait. Don't delete everything.
the way people talk.
Don't delete the entire thing. You get that too with SCP-D? Yeah, that is a good feeling. It's nice when you're like, well, they like my work. And at least for SCP-3999, at least in my eyes, they see that it's not just stupid babble. Because I get a lot of people like, oh, I couldn't take this. It's just stupid babbling. It's all meaningless. But it all has really good meaning and deep themes. It's just the style is so repetitive and surreal and stuff that you can't see the genius. So now they're like, okay, at least it's smart babble. I still don't like it, but at least I get it. Cell 5.
There's in a diner we stopped at. There's in a diner.
Oh, jeez. I didn't want to delete all that. Oh, no.
Diner we stopped at. And she said they were out.
That's true, Russell. If it were bad, it would not get out upvotes.
Diner we stopped at. And she said they were out all over town.
And by the way, hi, Russell. Welcome to the stream.
Or at least know something about it.
Boom, or at least know something about it. Or at least know something about it. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go. The way people talk about him, they're either terrified or in awe, or both. From what little we could glean, any laws he makes become fact. Apparently, a few days ago, he passed a law banning phones and the internet, and a couple weeks ago, he wrote a law banning guns. Now all our guns are gone and our phones don't work. Obvious enough. I don't think we are in any immediate danger. Time out, pause for a second. I got some work going. Quote, Day 3999 is stupid. It's just gibberish and dumb four walls. I don't get it. From Lord Stonefish. Well, he would know. It's a good summary. Makes perfect sense. Lol. I got a work message, so I'm timeouting real quick. Send this out. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Interrupting my hobby for my day job. That's what you gotta do, 'cause day jobs are important too. Alrighty. Good, 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 good. Oh. Not good, 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 good. Do it. Do it. Yes. Alright, where were we?
I don't think we are in any immediate danger.
I don't think we're in any immediate danger is the last thing I said. Where's that at? Where's that at? Good. Okay. So, delete that. And then come back. Back to Lord Stonefish. I am glad he has a really good sense of humor about how his skip is taken. Because some people love it, and they're like, it's my favorite skip ever. And some people are like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. Self-indulgent crap. And I'm like, oh, that's rude. But, I mean, hey, flavors for everyone, right?
Obvious enough. I don't think we are in any immediate danger.
Good. All right. I don't think we're in any immediate danger. The people are spooked, but not wild. So we're going to try and get to the bottom of this. Anyway, the law said no phones or internet, but it didn't say anything about... Peters, what'd you call it? High frequency rated... drat. Go back.
But it didn't say anything about... Peters, what'd you call it?
Peters, what'd you call it? Okay. Do 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 do.
We are in any immediate danger. The people are spooked.
No, wait, go back. I gotta put a little thing there. Uh-oh.
Apparently, a few days ago, there is a terrified or being made some innocent gun. Our gun don't work. It's enough. I don't think we're in any immediate danger. We're in any immediate danger. The people are spooked.
Good, clean cut, clean cut.
Didn't say anything about Peters. What'd you call it?
Huh. That leaves, what, CB radio and carrier pigeons? Well, Russell, it turns out that it also leaves you, and I quote from the skip, high-frequency radio data pulses? Man, you made that shit up. Anyway, yeah, Peters has gutted half our radios and a bunch of parts from the supply kits in the truck and whipped up something that will apparently get this message out to you. And if not, well, I guess I've just been talking to myself for the last 3 minutes. We'll send another message when we have more to report. Source be out. Alright, Peters. Hit it. Transcript ends. Alright, I'm going to have to interrupt that in a second when I do my editing. Make sure I remember to do that. And...
See radio data pulses? You make...
And boom, and...
Peters, what'd you call it? High-frequency radio data pulses? Man, you made that shit up. Anyway, yeah, Peters...
Alright, so he said he's been talking for 3 minutes, and I'm the kind of nerd that's really curious if he actually talked for 3 minutes. So I'm just going to see if I go back. Where's the transcript again?
Transcript begins.
Hit it on the first try. Go me. Alright, so we started at 2:55, and the end is 5:06. So, he was almost right. 2.5, 3 minutes. That's not bad. Alright. Transcript ends. Moving on. Audio transcript 2. Oh gosh, I don't know if I said number 1 or number 2 at the beginning of the last one. Have to keep it stylistically similar. Can't be changing it up every time. That's unprofessional.
Codename Stepper 1.
Further back, further back.
Transcript of the first audio. Audio transcript 1.
Good. Audio transcript 1. I did not say number 1.
Audio transcript 2.
Good. I am awesome. Oh, Russell. Close enough is for hand grenades, but not in my radio. Perfection. Perfection. This is art. Art. Also, Yossi Posi writes, also, before I forget, did you ever read Undefined SCP-3942? I did an explanation on it and would love to hear your interpretation of it in an SDSS. I don't know if I read 3942. What I ended up doing for Series 4 is I started at the end, and I scrolled down and down and down from 3999 all the way down the list, picking the ones that quickly interested me from a skim to record. So if it looked like super long and crazy and I didn't get it immediately, I kind of skipped them for like reading because I'm just trying to get these recordable ones. Okay, what? When did this happen? Cause I don't recognize this one. I don't feel like I would have skipped one. Is this a new one? Yeah, this one's brand new and I did not see it before. So yeah, because I was going down the list, this one is posted in the last week, so it's new. Oh, wow. All right, so I've got to write that on the checkout list, which is different than the request list or the my idea list. The checkout list, I guess, is like a checkout list. It's not that profound. I need a pen. Where is a pen? This is a good idea for us. Sitting in front of the camera. Don't know what I'm filming. It's my Fallout t-shirt. All right. So that is 3942. Undefined. And I'll check to do a reading. TGS question mark, SDSS G question mark. We'll see if we can do both. Could be fun. All right. So undefined is on the informal check it out list. All right. So now, where was I?
Audio transcript 2.
Audio transcript 2. Yossi posts, following insemination, subject undergoes a macroscopic mitosis meiosis event resulting in a loss of biomass. And then the Leo strut as an emoticon. Well, it is the greatest of all struts. Yeah. All right.
Audio transcript 2.
I think this is the skip that we do the weird stuff. Audio transcript 2. Transcript of second log received from MTF. Dang it. I say MTF when I'm in character. I say Mobile Task Force when I'm the researcher. Transcript of second log received from Mobile Task Force Sigma 9. I think I said that really weird.
Transcript of second log received from Mobile Task Force.
Yeah, I did a little confusion thing. Transcript of second log received from Mobile Task Force Sigma 9. Received approximately 3 days after initial entry.
Transcript of second log received from Mobile Task Force Sigma 9. Received approximately 3 days after initial
Nice. Okay, we got a clean line there. Good. And now I got to go back into Sorsby voice. Oh, after I see begin transcript. Okay, this is not Sorsby voice. This is weird Russian mafia man voice. I am going to take this mayor and I am going to beat him until he releases us. I honestly can't say why that voice came out of my face. But I'm glad it did. Super fun.
Days after initial entry. Begin transcript.
Alright, so I'm going to go back to Sorsby and listen to him again real quick. Because obviously I forgot how his voice works.
Well, I guess I've just been talking to myself for the last 3 minutes. We'll send another message when we have more to report.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, this is Stepper 1 coming in. Okay, this is Stepper 1 reporting in. First up, we're making a number of assumptions here. The first of which is that you received our previous transmission. With that, we're also assuming that at least some form of containment would have been started, which is almost certainly... Drat! Which almost certainly, not which is almost certainly. But we're doing good on the voice at least. That's better than Russian mob guy. Here comes Zangief to break your legs. Ivan Drago, I must break you.
We're also assuming that at least some form of containment would have been started.
Would have been started, which almost certainly would have been focused on public roads. So the fact that we can't see anything on the roads past the boundary of the anomaly means it's doing more than just stopping us from leaving. Watkins and Pace tracked a couple... Drat. Terminator voice. I am MTF Alpha 1.
Containment would have been started, which almost certainly... Some form of containment would have been started, which almost...
Alright. Keeping it rolling, keeping it rolling. Just stopping us from leaving.
Through the anomaly means it's doing more than just stopping us from leaving.
Good, I'm in the right place. Continuing. Watkins and Pache tracked... Pace or Pache? Pace or Pache? Pache or Pace? Pace or Pache? Pache or Pace? If you had a first name, it would be Benjamin Pache. Benjamin Pace. I'm going with Pace. Rhymes with Chase. Yes, that's how I feel, Yossi. I don't know. Some of you people name yourselves weird things. I just made my... When I made my researcher, I just made my first name my last name. Researcher Sherman. Good job, me. This isn't that difficult, guys. Watkins and Pace track the outer... Russell! Russell is adorable! Such a good name. Watkins and Pace track the outer edge of the anomaly over the last couple of days. It surrounds the entire town out of fairways and seems to come to a stop at the roads right by the Welcome to Cullen signs. So our best guess is that it fills the entire town limits. Apparently, if you aren't actively trying to leave, you can walk the edge of the... Drat.
Entire town limits.
Apparently, if you're not trying to leave, is next. Hello, Kamix. Welcome to the stream.
More than just
Best guess is that it fills the entire town limits. Apparently, if you aren't actively trying to leave, you can walk to the edge of the... I keep wanting to say walk to the edge of the anomaly, but it's just walk the edge. Apparently, if you aren't actively trying to leave, you can walk the edge of the... And it's not edge of the anomaly, it's walk the edge of it, no problem. 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 No problem. Walk the edge of it, no problem. Apparently, if you aren't actively trying to leave, you can walk the edge of it, no problem. Pace said it felt like a wall made of glass. Let's see. It looks like our initial assumption about what's going on here was mostly accurate. Anyone inside the town is completely unable to break any of the laws here. Even low-level crap. That any local... Correct, gotta keep it going. I put a little space there because I got caught reading. Gotta fix that line, fix that line.
Apparently, town limits. Apparently,
Alright, so...
be unable to break any of the laws here. Be unable to break any of the laws here.
Completely unable to break any of the laws here. Even low-level crap that any local council passes on a whim counts. There's no litter in town because... Drat! There's no litter anywhere in town. I thought this was going to be easy because there's so much... What's the word I'm looking for? Just normal dialogue as opposed to technical speech. But it doesn't work if you suck! Gosh darn it.
Any local council passes on a whim counts.
You know, Yossi, I feel like it is the walk the dinosaur of the anomaly.
Counts.
Low-level stuff counts. There's no litter anywhere in town because the mayor passed an ordinance prohibiting littering. There's no litter anywhere in town because the mayor passed an ordinance prohibiting littering. I said that in researcher lilt, but in Sorsby voice. Prohibiting littering. There's no litter anywhere in town because the mayor passed an ordinance prohibiting littering. We haven't been able to get close to this guy yet. Ronson, he's called. Goddamn bureaucrats. Bureaucrats! Prohibiting literacying? I can't read? It's against the law. Bureaucrats is the sequel to the great 90s, 2000s cartoon SWAT Cats.
Passes on a whim counts.
They retired from crime fighting and went into city government. It was just as boring as it sounds.
Passes on a whim counts. So passes on a whim counts. There's no litter anywhere.
Well, Aristocats, that's after they leave. Once they, if they're Russian bureaucrats and they join the proletariat in overthrowing, then they become Aristocats.
We haven't been able to get close to this. Ordinance prohibiting littering. We haven't been able to get close to this guy yet. Ronson, he's called.
Yeah, the Disney movie Aristocats. Yep. Oh, man. So, secret Sherm fact. I know, like, everything Disney. It is a curse. My brain is filled with Disney things. Like, not really. I'm not, like, a know-every factoid nerd, but I've seen, like, every Disney movie a million times. It's just a thing that happened as I was growing up. I grew up in Disney World. That's what happened.
Ronson, he's called.
Hey, man, it's no problem. We're not going to think any less of you because you know everything about Disney. Thanks, Asimov. I appreciate that.
Been able to get close to this guy yet.
Ronson, he's called. Goddamn bureaucrats have laws for everything. So apparently we can't just bust into his office and have a friendly chat. We have no idea what his goal here is, whether he's doing it intentionally or just wrapped up in something he can't control. We have an appointment to see him in 4 days. Fucking paper pushers. What else? What else? I gotta see if those snaps show up on camera, if they sound terrible.
What else? What else?
Actually, that doesn't sound terrible. I'm gonna leave those snaps in there. It makes the remembering seem a little more realistic, I think. It's the little things in life.
This guy yet. Ronson, he's called. Goddamn bureaucrats have laws for everything.
Boop, boop. Delete. Put it at the end. What else? What else? Oh, Peter says whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio... Wait. Peter says get whoever you've got running containment out there to set their... Okay, good. Oh, Peter says... I don't want to say the word get for some reason. My mouth doesn't want to do it. So I just say Peter says whoever instead of Peter says get whoever. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, Peter says get whoever you got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency. Get the radio to frequency. Radio frequencies. Oh, Peter says get whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency 457.9 megahertz. Do you say 457.9, 457.9? 457.9, right? Drat this line again. Oh, Peter says whoever you got... This line is going to be the death of me. Oh, Peter says who... Peter says get. Peter says get. Peter says get your frequencies. Oh, Peter says get whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency 457.9 megahertz. We'll go down there in the morning and see if our walkies work. We can't see you out there, but we might be able to still talk, especially if these data pulse things are working. I think that's it. Source be out. End transcript. End transcript. I liked it better the second time. Boom.
What else? What else? Oh, Peter says get whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency.
You're not going to believe this. The microphone fudged the difficult line, so I'm going to have to say it again. Why has God forsaken me?
Oh, Peter says get whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency 457.9 megahertz. We'll go down there in the morning and see if our walkies work. We can't see you out there, but we might be able to still talk, especially if...
Alright, here we go again. Gotta say it again. Alright, set up. And here we go. Oh, Peter says get whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency 457.9 megahertz. We'll go down there in the morning and see if our walkies work.
Oh,
I think I got it.
whoever you've got running containment out there to set their radio to frequency 457.9 megahertz. We'll go down there in the morning and see if our walkies work.
Alright, let's cut that part and paste it over that part and delete that part, and let's see if the second part still fits.
We'll go down there in the morning and see if our walkies work. We'll go down there in the morning and see if...
If I just take this here and run a little cleanup real quick, boom.
We'll go down there...
Oh no.
down there in the morning and see if our walkies... We'll go down there in the morning and see if our walkies work.
Nice, cleaned it. Didn't have to fix it again.
End transcript.
Excellent. Easy street.
I think that's it. Source be out. End transcript.
Alright, moving on. Yes. Audio transcript 3. Audio transcript of a conversation between members of MTF... Drat! Mobile Task Force. Oh, hello, Mr. Sakamoto. Welcome to the stream. We have 4 people here right now. We had 5 earlier. Is our record 5 or 6 people? Not sure. I don't remember. Also, I'm putting my hand near the camera because this thing is blocking my view of the counter. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
And transcript.
If 4's the record, don't forget to hit that like and share button. Ha! Thanks, Russell. You're a hero. My man. All right. It's audio transcript 4. Audio transcript 3. Audio transcript of a conversation between members of... I know I said that transcript wrong. Audio transcript 3. Audio transcript of a conversation between members of Mobile Task Force Sigma-9 and the containment team situated at the containment perimeter of SCP-3088. Conversation took place via standard issue 2-way radio. Yes! Yes! Mr. Sakamoto says, thanks for reading my skip, the Gator one. Thank you for writing it, because it was hilarious. I was a big fan of that sucker. And I think it came out really funny, and I think it was a good addition to the archives.
Conversation took place via standard issue 2-way radio. Standard issue 2-way radio.
Move that up. That fits there.
Transcript. Audio transcript 3.
Good, good, getting better.
Standard issue 2-way radio.
I was nailed on Instigator, by the way, when I got to the part where they tried to make it do research for them, and its research note was the most adorable chicken scratch. I don't know how to write a research paper, but I'm trying because you asked me to. Which is how I have to voice chicken scratch like that every time I see it, because I feel like it has to have the voice with the W's.
Conversation took place via standard issue 2-way radio.
Source B, Von Vasquez, Source B, Vasquez. Alright, so I've got to get, for this radio conversation, it is mainly Sorsby and Vasquez. And Vasquez is a girl, so I'm going to get one of my female co-friends to do that part and send it off to me, maybe. And then Sorsby, I'm going to do Sorsby. Peters and Pace both get like a line, but I'm going to have to make sure they sound different from each other. Oh my god, you can't see this in the chat, but Sakamoto found a gator emoticon with a how do I research that he pointed at it. And that's high quality chat. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see in chat rooms. High quality. Right. So, I think Sorsby, Vasquez I'm not going to worry about. I'm going to wing it on Peters and Pace and see how they do. Alright. This is Sigma Niner. Come back. Repeat, this is Stepper 1. MTF Sigma Niner. Ooh. But if I do say the, what's the word I'm looking for? Interesting, Russell. Russell mentions that Gmodon of SCP readings might be willing to help. The real question is, how do I get in touch with her? Because I've never met / don't know her. And, like, I guess I could comment on something and see if she responds. Like, does anybody read YouTube messages, like, in their YouTube inbox? Because I sent one of those once, but the person I sent it to never responded, so I'm just assuming they didn't read it. All right. Brainstorm, friends. Brainstorm. All right. Anyway. So.
MTF Sigma Niner.
MTF Sigma Niner. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I did a bunch of research in my first season skips because I wanted that radio conversation sound. So I looked up how they do it on Red versus Blue. And that's where I got it from. Oh, and because it sounds like I'm crazy talking, Mr. Sakamoto mentioned making sure to put a transceiver sound effect on it, and that's why I responded with the Red versus Blue one, because it's like perfect.
This is Sigma Niner. Come back. Repeat, this is Stepper 1, MTF Sigma Niner.
So I'm going to fake the girl voice just as a placeholder so that when I edit it, it fits in. We read you, Stepper 1. This is Agent Vasquez, 3088 Control. Shit, Sylvia. That you? What's going on out there? Yeah, it's me, Sorsby. Glad to hear you're still alive in there. Where are you? We're right at the edge of the barrier. I've got your drone right here. We don't see you. We're about 20 meters down the road. Guess this thing blocks vision both ways. Yeah. Wait, 3088? Classified already? That was fast. I said that too fast.
Classified already?
But I'm doing okay with the conversation beat so far. Ba-da-da-da. Classified already? That was fast. I guess losing an MTF team inside a town-wide skip gets the ball rolling pretty quickly. All right, report. Right. All team members currently uninjured and accounted for. Situation in the town seems stable for now, though the town folks seem to be reluctant to talk to us too much. Let's go put that back. Cool. Good job. Keep it running, keep it running. Boom, boom, boom.
3088, classified already?
And there's a bunch of weird laws in this town. We can all There's a bunch of weird laws in this town. We can all sort of feel them now. Like, if I even think about trying to walk out there to you now, I can feel it in the back of my head that it's against the law. I'm stuttering a lot on this set of lines. Gotta fix that up. There's a bunch of weird laws in this town. We can all sort of feel them now. Like, if I even think about trying to walk out there to you now, I can feel in the back of my head that it's against the law. Apparently, it's illegal to be unemployed, too. Not sure on the specifics of that one, but there are a few big textile mills in town that employ a whole lot of people. Records show the mill shut down years ago. The town was actually in real trouble because of it. Well, it seems fine now. You know, besides the reality waltering.
Well, it seems fine now.
Rule 238, you may not be a chicken? Is that a law in this town, too? Reality waltering. That's exactly right.
I was actually in real trouble because of it.
Reality warping. Reality altering. Reality waltering! Is there any, like, character in a show named Walter who's, like, super memeable? Alright, so Yossi asks, what if you can't be Researcher Talleyrand in the town? So, this is like, what if, Walter White. That's a good one. Reality waltering. That's a meme waiting to happen. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, deep thoughts about SCP-3999. In reality, you can't prove that you are not Researcher Talleyrand with your memory erased, going through life because SCP-3999 has set all this up to torture you again. You can't prove it. You could be Researcher Talaran. I could be Researcher Talaran. We all could be Researcher Talaran and not know it. Oh, our SCP shower thoughts. My childs, we are all SCP-399 and Researcher Talaran. Oh, Mr. Sakamoto is Researcher Talaran. I guess that's all. Oh, first name Researcher, last name Talaran. All right. Well, it seems fine now. You know, besides the reality-altering anomaly covering the entire town and trapping everyone inside. Speaking of which, step back from the edge, we're sending something in. Approximately 40 seconds of silence as the containment team pilots a remote vehicle across the barrier carrying a transmitter package. Our tech boys out there say this should do the job of that thing Stepper 3 whipped up, but a bit more cleanly. The signal we were receiving from you was a mess. Peters, get over here and look at this thing. Right. Has a confirmation, so you'll know it's working, and it should be bespoke enough to get around any, legal issues. Still only one way, mind you. Saves you walking all the way out here for minor shit, though. It'll do. Alright, thanks, Vasquez. One more thing, Sorsby. Mancho wants some process on getting this under wraps. You know how twitchy the higher-ups get with skips this big. I'm not sure what else we can do from out here, and they are reluctant to send in any more human assets. So this is all on you, jokers. Don't you worry about us. We've got the meeting. We've got the meeting.
We've got the meeting.
We've got the meeting.
Don't you worry about us.
Don't you worry about us. We've got the meeting in the mayor. We've got the meeting in the mayor because SCP-2719 showed up. 2179? Inside. That's what I'm talking about. The mayor became inside. And then, what's his name? Sorsby's going to go inside. Hi there, the Slender Man. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Currently reading SCP-3088.
Don't you worry about us.
America! Fuck yeah! That's the exact voice I have every time that I do any MTF soldier. It's just, it takes everything in my being not to go full Team America on it.
Don't you worry about us.
We've got the meeting with this mayor in a couple days. We'll get this whole thing straightened out and we'll be... Drat! Do it again, but better! We've got the meeting with this mayor in a couple of days. We'll get this whole thing straightened out and we'll all be back for poker on Friday. And I've got to make sure I remember to interrupt Friday with this next line because he gets interrupted by Peters. No, by Pace. Alright, so Peters is a nerd, Sorsby is standard MTF guy, Pace. I think Pace has got to be even more soldier. And he's got to be from a distance because... what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, he's going to be Boomstick from Death Battle. Sorsby, we got a peeper! He's running! There we go. That's what I want. It's exactly what I wanted out of this. Turns out, I can do a decent Boomstick. Sorsby, we've got a peeper. He's running.
Sorsby, we got a peeper. He's running.
Slenderman notes that he's written a few skips himself, but hasn't submitted them out of fear. That's alright. I submitted one for review one time, and got the, "There's nothing interesting about this object, it's soup's boring" response. So I went away from a year and didn't try to write anything, because I'm not like a writer, I'm a performer, so I do this better. I don't have original thoughts, I just make things off of other people's original thoughts. And then recently I tried to write a test experiment for, I think it's SCP-3636, the world's greatest jukebox, but I haven't finished it yet. Maybe I'll like share a link to it in the description and you guys can like look at what I wrote and be like, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. But, okay, so that is Pace interrupting. And then there's a little bit of a scuffle. So I just gotta have some scuffling sound effects later on. Oh, Mr. Sakamoto. Oh wait, actually, Yoshi, I wrote a second one, but it's so boring I forgot it. Aww. Wait, is it a real one? Like, is it on the main site? Alright, here we go.
He's running.
He's running. Sounds of Agent Sorsby running can be heard on the line. Shit, we've been made by a civvy. Gonna go track him down and keep quiet. Sorsby out.
Sounds of Agent Sorsby running can be heard on the line. Shit, we've been made by a civvy. Gonna go track him down and keep quiet. Sorsby out.
Good, got that. That's alright. 2 main list skips is pretty impressive. Rock on. Alright. End transmission. I forgot this one is a, I gotta do opening transmission too.
End transmission.
Oh, that was something went wrong with the quality there. Begin log. End log.
Begin log. End log. Our tech boys out there say this.
Backing up to the beginning to add the begin log in.
We're right at the edge of the barrier. Is 3088 control. And transcript. The transcript of the members of Mode 9 and the contestant S88. Placed via standard issue two-way radio. This is SCiP. Radio. Begin log. Sorsby out. End log.
End log. All right. Mr. Sakamoto points out that he wrote Instigator and Lunar Module 16, codename Phoenix. Does Lunar Module 16 note the Moon Wizard, SCP-2686? Because I know there's another one on the moon that also notes the Moon Wizard, and I had cackled because I've recorded the Moon Wizard because I thought it was funny, and then, okay, so yours isn't the one that does that. There was another one on the moon at the lunar base, and it's like, there's also this guy out there claiming to be a Moon Wizard, and I was like, ah, that guy. Ah, the Moon Wizard. Okay, So that's the end of audio log 4.3. Moving on to audio log 4. Audio transcript 4. Transmission received approximately 4 days after last contact, using the supplied data transmitter. Alright, 6 charms a... 6 charms a time, right? 6 charms a time.
Using the supplied data transmitter.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't bother to say, what's the word I'm looking for? Begin log either. Also, y'all see the new 001 proposal? I have not. Cryptic alternate reality game at the start of the videos. Ooh. Actually, while I was thinking of stuff for the channel, okay, pause break. So I don't know if you guys noticed that I updated all of my art and my channel stuff because I started the new show with SCP, the survival guides. I changed everything to Site-42 because that's my headcanon where my researcher who's doing all this is. So Site-42 is going to be my main like SCP channel, and then anything I need for other stuff I'll just stick that on there because this channel's like 95% SCP. I've got some other stuff for like my resume and stuff, but nah. So because it's mostly SCP, I'm trying to work with other people to do some other interesting things that I don't want to talk about because they might not happen. But if I knew somebody who, yes, that's Yossi gets the reference, the site of the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. That's exactly why I chose that number. Literary reference win. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so long story short, one of the things I thought about for making the channel more interesting was some sort of ARG. But I don't know anything about making an ARG. Those are really cool. I would be interested in something like that, but I don't know how to do it. I would have to do more research. Maybe, because, yes, Sakamoto says like a hex code being spoken out for one letter each episode at the beginning. Or if you make it to the end of the video, so you have to watch the whole thing. So are the hexes right here? Do I just beam them here after the video? So, Yossi mentioned that apparently they are the same color as my forehead, so I'm imagining we stuck them here. Secret meanings! Okay, so... Ooh! Oh, see? Each episode has 2 hex codes, a letter at the beginning and the end, and when you get all of them, you get a link to a secret video. It takes a lot of hindsight. It also takes a lot of foresight because you gotta plan that like way out in advance. But I thought of it like a week ago, and it was like, it's too hard. And now it's been mentioned. Keep a lookout. Might be a secret. There might not be a secret. I just might, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretend there's a secret and make everyone scour my videos for no reason. Maybe I'll only do the secrets in the live streams so that you have to tune in every 10 minutes in the live stream. That's where it's at. Oops. That's alright. If I ever do start an ARG, Russell, there'll probably, by that point, the channel will be so large that there will be a Site-42 wiki, and then you can just follow along. Like, I forget all the ARGs that I've never solved, that I just follow the wiki after the fact. Like Marble Hornets. Speaking of the Slender Man, Marble Hornets. I got into that way too late, so I just followed the wiki and watched every episode in order, and it's a really good show. I enjoyed the show, so if that's, like, if you like creepy Slenderman things. Alright, Yossi Posey is official wiki staff for the Site42 wiki. Excellent. Committed. Alright, going back for the next line of script. Begin log. Alright, 6 times a charm, right, Peters? Right. Right, so we didn't catch that civilian who was watching us. Lost him in the fucking trees. I guess there's a pretty big chunk of forest within the town limits. Anyway, our best guess is he has some... What? Anyway, our best guess is he was some toady. Not some he was some today. Okay. Gotta read good if you're gonna read good.
Anyway, our best guess is he has some... Anyway. Using the supply data transmitter.
Mr. Sakamoto, you can also be wiki staff for Site42 once we decide that's a thing we want to do. I don't think we get to have a wiki at 165 subscribers. Which, by the way, channel high five. That frickin' survival guide video netted us like 10 subscribers. 166? It's going up while I'm not even paying attention. Ah, smash hit. #1 YouTube channel of all time. Oops.
Anyway.
And that's when my subscribers dropped down to 100 when he was so arrogant. Anyway, our best guess is he was some toady for the mayor. Because in about an hour... Bleh. I got 1/2 a sentence.
About an hour.
1/2 sentence. Yes, we will leave Pooty in the dust. Pooty will be looking at our hindquarters.
Anyway, our best guess is he was some toady for the mayor.
Toady for the mayor. Because about an hour later, a new law was passed. We could feel it happening, like a song you haven't heard for years suddenly popping into your head. Yeah, fucking weird stuff. Seriously. Anyway, this new law apparently prohibits talking to anyone outside of the town at all. Which is why I'm just having a nice friendly chat with my compatriot, Agent Peters here, and why we've tried to have the same conversation 6 fucking times now. Anyway, what were we talking about? The meeting with Ronson. Right, the mayor. Yeah, that didn't go well. He seems unhinged. I think meeting with him might have been the wrong play, and since it's illegal to punch people in the face or smash up public property, there wasn't much I could do. He started rambling on about fixing the town or something, and since then we've all noticed people following us around, tracking our movements, who we talk to. There's one outside right now. Not even subtle. Not very subtle. Oh, wow. The chat got away from me for a second. Catching up. SCP idea about a machine that can destroy any rival viral or bacterial cell through a frequency, but can also destroy any blood cell or bone cell and get it. So, it will kill any cell. It will kill all of your cells. Goodbye, cells. Who needs cells? Cells are for suckers. Frequency. All the live vid thumbnails. Blah. So, it could be good or really bad. I have a good voice for this. Thank you. I don't know what that voice is. Thanks, Yossi. Yeah, fuck cells. East side is a little rough. Stream again. Russell! Russell, come back! You can blame it all on the stream. So, yeah, eventually we're gonna have to upgrade this stream off of my cell phone. because you can't see it, but this is literally my cell phone plugged into my laptop to keep the battery going, because I don't have a webcam. My laptop has a webcam, but it's terrible. My cell phone does a way better job. So yeah, one day when we have a channel and with tons of people and lots of views, can't you see there was a bad connection between us? Thanks, Sakamoto. Oh, it hurts so good. Who needs cells when you've undergone a macroscopic mitosis-meiosis event? Yossi, how did you ever undergo a macroscopic mitosis-meiosis event? By insemination! He didn't say that, but that's what I'm assuming he's going to say next.
Who we talk to? There's one outside right now. Not very subtle.
Right. Oh no, he data expunged.
Cody for the mayor. Because about an hour later... For the mayor. Because about an hour later, a new law was passed. We could feel it happening.
We could feel it happening.
Not very subtle.
Not very subtle. Yeah, amateurs. Anyway, I got Ronson to agree to another meeting tomorrow, so hopefully that one will go better. But he doesn't strike me as the kind of person who's going to let this shit go. And unless we can find some loophole that's going to let us take him out, or break into his house or his office or something to find some answers, we're going to run out of options here pretty quickly. Too bad you ain't a lawyer. Mama always said... Dang it. Every time I try to switch from Peters to Sorsby, I lose it. But Russell, don't you see? You didn't know it, but you were right. That damn buffering circle is part of the alternate reality game. You are the first one.
Yeah, amateurs.
For those who can't see the comments, because this is in the future, because Russell said all he sees is the damn buffering circle, and then he said ARG, but he didn't put an H at the end like I normally do. So he just wrote ARG in capital letters, and that's what, yeah, that was the joke I made there. Welcome back to my random. Nice having you on board, Slenderman. We'll see you next time.
Too bad you ain't a lawyer.
Too bad you ain't a lawyer. Mom always did say I should go to law school. Maybe we can just wait him out, run for mayor during the next election. When's that happening? Nearly 4 years? Shit, I doubt we have that long. Well, we'll think of something. I guess that's about it. Nice talking to you, Peters. You too, boss.
Mom always did say I should go to law school. When's that? Nearly 4 years? I doubt we have that long. Well, we'll think of something. But nice talking to you, Peters. You too, boss. Too bad you ain't a lawyer. Mom always did.
All right, and... All right, bad day for MTF Sigma Niner. Incident. Oh, shit. End log.
End log.
Good. Can't forget to add that in. It's important. All right, still going. Incident 3088-1. Approximately 3 days after the last received transmission from MTF, Mobile Task Force.
Approximately
Approximately 3 days after the last received transmission from Mobile Task Force Sigma-9, a localized C-Class restructuring event occurred within the confines of SCP-3088. Following the event, all anomalous activity associated with SCP-3088 ceased, and all people, man-made structures, and objects within its bounds disappeared, with the exception of one house at the approximate center of the area. 2 documents of significance were recovered from the structure: official documentation regarding newly passed laws in the town of Cullen, Nebraska, and the personal diary of Mayor Thomas Ronson. The journalist transcribed below verbatim. Boom. Bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
88-1. Approximately 3 days after the...
Nice. And cut off that. And now we get into Mayor Thomas Ronson. Alright, so this guy's got like several paragraphs. Okay. So, here goes nothing. Oh wait, I haven't made a voice for this guy yet. I already used Boomstick. Thomas Ronson. I did it. I won. I've been elected the mayor of Cullen. Well, I say I won, but I didn't do it alone. I had a great team of people to help me out. I've lived in this town for over 40 years, and I've seen it steadily get worse and worse through a combination of corruption and ineptitude. And now that I'm the mayor, things are going to change. I can get the town back on its feet, help the people here improve their lives. Ask not what your mayor can do for you. Ask what you can do for your mayor. JFK voice. JFK, got country guy. Mayor voice. I did it. I won. Because he's going to be happy and then he's going to get a little crazy. And then... I am not a crook. So I don't actually know what Rob Ford voice is. So that's not going to work. Oh, I can do Ron Swanson voice from Parks and Rec. I don't know if I can actually do that voice, but I would like to. I did it. I won. I've been elected the mayor of Cullen. That's not even at all the voice. That's almost Troy McClure. Troy McClure. You may remember research from such SCPs as 1981, 2004, 2006, Too Spooky. This is a dilly of a pickle. Dilly of a pickle. Actually, this is Nebraska. I think I'm going to go with Bumpkin voice because this guy's a... I don't know what cream gravy means. I'm just going to move on from that. Page 1. I did it. I won. I've been elected the mayor of Cullen. Well, I say I won, but I didn't do it alone. I had a great team of people to help me out. Oh no. No, Mayor Twump. No, Mayor Twump. Haunt my dreams.
Verbatim. Page 1. Page 1. Did it. 1.
I mean, that's basically what he's doing. So, I mean, that's... Gator voice. I did it. I won. I've been elected the mayor of Cullen. Well, I say I won, but I didn't do it alone. I had a great team of people to help me out. I've lived in this town for over 40 years, and I've seen it steadily get worse and worse through a combination of corruption and ineptitude. But now that I'm mayor, things are going to change. I can get the town back on its feet, help the people here improve their lives. Page 2. We had our first open hall today, where I laid out my plans for the future and for the people of this good town. Drat.
We had our first open hall.
Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadomes.
I'm in this town for over 40 years.
Oh, everything I just recorded didn't work. Oh, drat. I gotta go back. Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadomes. Oh, man. I really want to use that, though. I'm going to go make that a little thicker now. Yes! I'm actually going with that. That sounds great.
Did it.
Doug Dimmadome. There's a notification on my phone. I'm going to get rid of it. There we go. I can see again. Yay. Page 1. I did it. I won. I've been elected the mayor. I did it. I won. I've been elected the mayor of Cullen. Well, I say I won, but I didn't do it alone. I had a great team of people to help me out. I've lived in this town for over 40 years, and I've seen it steadily get worse and worse through a combination of corruption and ineptitude. But now that I'm mayor, things are going to change. I can get the town back on its feet, help the people here improve their lives. Page 2. We had our first open hall today, where I laid out my plans for the future to the people of this good town. They generally seemed receptive, which was heartening. A few people were skeptical. They were skeptical. Those people are very skeptical. A few people were skeptical. Drat. A few people were skeptical that I'd be able to reopen the mills, which is fair, but I think it'll be doable. They didn't go out of business after all. They were sold by that bastard Hastings to line his pockets before we left town. Anyway, looks like I have the support of the people. I'm going to start small, though. I've guaranteed some extra funding for the high school so they can make some vital repairs. And I passed an ordinance banning littering in the town, since it's starting to look like a real mess. May not sound like much, but people are going to be... Alright, we're getting a good rhythm of this guy. Actually, I'm going to leave that there.
It's hard. A few people were skeptical that I... May not sound like much.
May not sound like much. But if people are going to... that's not a... Stop it. What are you doing? Stop! Okay, we're good. We're back. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. But if people are going to believe things that can change, they need to see tangible proof and quickly. But if people are going to believe things can change... Nope, I went to Sorsby. Drat. May not sound like much. But if people are going to believe things can change, they need to see tangible proof and quickly. I think small improvements like this will go a long way to changing people's attitudes. Page 3. Had some good news today. Omaha Textiles are interested in getting the mills running again. I like to think it was my incredible sales pitch that did the job, but the reality is it was probably just good timing. They've apparently been looking to expand for a while now. Still, not going to question such a good opportunity. The people in Cullen are honest, hard-working folk, but unemployment has been a real problem here. Getting the mills reopened may restore the hope people have lost over the years. Oh, looks like litter ordinance is already paying dividends. Only 2 days and the town is almost looking spotless. Must have inspired the people to pitch in and clean the place up. Page 4. Was talking to Clayton this morning, and apparently there hasn't been a single reported crime in the week since I became mayor. It would probably be a little egotistical to think that's due to my influence, but it's a nice thought. We've begun to work on a plan that will ensure every unemployed person in town. Yeah, I didn't get that right. No! No, you didn't! Nothing that I just said was recorded. Oh, Yentown just came to tell me that I have a great voicing to keep the good work up, man. Well, Yentown, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Even though I just super failed my microphone by not recording what I was talking about. Oh. Where was I?
May not sound like much.
May not sound like much. But if people are going to believe... I did the wrong thing again. But if people are going to believe things can change, they need to see tangible proof, and quickly. I think small improvements like this will go a long way to changing people's attitudes. Page 2. That's page 3. But at least I got page 2 done. I got page 2 done. It's in the book. It's set. It's here.
Sound like much, but if people are going to believe things can change.
Whew. Another page bites the dust. Page 3. Had some good news today. Omaha Textiles are interested in getting the mills running again.
Item number.
Drat! Messing things up. Messing things up. We are experiencing some human error today in this last leg of this thing. Let's find our center. All right. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Page 3 has some good news today. Omaha Textiles are interested in getting the mills running again. I like to think it was my incredible sales pitch that did the job. The reality is... Do not recognize the bodies in the water?
Page 3. Omaha Textiles are interested. I like to think it was my incredible sales pitch that did the job. I like to think.
2316. I'll have to check it out. Sales pitch did the job. But the reality is it was probably just good timing. They've apparently been looking to expand for a while now.
The reality is it was probably just good timing. They've apparently been looking to.
Yeah, I messed up apparently. Got distracted. But the reality is it was probably just good timing. They've apparently been looking to expand for a while now. Still, not going to question such a good opportunity. People of Cullen are honest, hard-working folk, but unemployment has been a real problem here. Getting the mills reopened may restore the hope people have lost over the years. Oh, looks like the litter ordinance is already paying dividends. Only 2 days and the town is almost looking spotless. Must have inspired the people to pitch in and clean the place up. Page 4. Was talking to Clayton this morning, and apparently there hasn't been a single reported crime in the week since I became mayor. It'd probably be a little egotistical to think that that's due to my influence, but it's a nice thought. We've begun to work on a plan that will ensure every unemployed person in the town will get a job in the mills once they reopen, which should be in a couple of...
Should be in the cup holder.
Should be in the cup holder. Should be in the cup holder.
The job, but the reality is it was probably just good timing. The person in the town will get a job in the mills once they reopen.
Once they reopen. Which should be in a few weeks. Oh, I realized why I said that one wrong. Because this says should be in a few of weeks. Which should be in a few weeks. There should be more than enough jobs for everyone. Which should be in a few weeks. There should be more than enough jobs available for everyone. And once everyone is back at work, we can start looking at the local economy. Maybe people will start opening new business on the high street again. Page 5. Something strange happened today. Pack that up. Baran.
Maybe people will start opening new business on the high street again.
Page 5. Something strange happened today. A couple of days ago, we passed a bill mandating the repair of the flood banks on the river. Since they broke and flooded half the town a couple of years ago, it's been a huge worry every rain season. And it seemed like a trivial task to relieve the constant stress people live. Darn.
Every rain season. Years ago, it's been a huge worry every rain season.
It's been a huge worry every rain season. Been a huge worry every rain season. And it seemed like a trivial task to relieve the constant stress people living near the river were suffering. I went down with a couple of construction contractors this morning to assess the work requirement, and the bank was as good as new. No sign it was ever damaged at all. It would have been weeks of work, no way it could have been done quietly, and yet there it is, sturdy as the day it was made. Clayton says there still haven't been any crimes either. Nearly 3 weeks. I'm not complaining. Most mayors would kill to get 0 crime. But it is weird. Not so much as a parking ticket or speeding penalty. Apparently his officers are just sitting on their hands all day. Page 6. Damien came back to town today. I guess he tracked me down because I almost walked right through.
Page 6.
Page 6.
A huge worry every rain season, and it seemed like a trivial task to relieve. Page 6.
Damien came back to town today. I guess he tracked me down because I almost walked right into him in the middle of town. I thought he was going to do something stupid. He looked like he was reaching into his coat for something, had an angry look on his face, then he just froze. Started looking real confused. Stood there like that for nearly a minute, me and him staring at each other. Then he just turned around and left. I had Clayton pay him a visit at his motel room, and he apparently had a gun right there on the table, door wide open. Didn't even make a move for it when Clayton drew his own gun and arrested him. Violation of parole and all that? I suspect he's on his way back to Nebraska State, even as I write this. There's definitely something strange going on here. That time I just stopped because when you're on a roll, just stop for a second.
Damien came back to town today.
Alright, Damien came back to town today. Got him. Page 7. I tested something yesterday. Passed a law mandating that all road damage should be immediately repaired. Something simple that no one would object to. Easy enough to justify, what with the increased traffic the mills will bring in. There's been a pothole. A popple. There's been a popple. A wonderful popple. A beautiful popple. There has been a pothole in the road just outside my house for 15 years. I watched it all night until after midnight. Oh, there's a truck going by.
What with the increased traffic the mills will bring in.
All right. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All right, here we go. There's been a pothole in the road outside my house for 15 years. I watched it all night until after midnight. Woke up before dawn, and the pothole was gone. Just gone like it was never there. I checked the logs just in case, but there's no record of any maintenance crews even getting started yet. All the roads seem in better shape too, not just the one outside my house. Tiny cracks, potholes, even tire marks, all gone. Page 8. The laws in Cullen cannot be broken. I feel like I'm going nuts just writing it, but I'm sure of it now. I tried speeding on the way down to town hall today, put my foot down as hard as I could. It stopped right at the point where the car hit 30 and didn't even go a fraction over. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get my foot to press down any harder. It was unnerving. Like some force was preventing me from moving. Like I couldn't control my own body. I've never felt such an awful sensation in my life. Page 9. The more I think about it, the more I think the situation here could be incredibly beneficial for Cullen. Something clearly unnatural is happening, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me a little nervous. But the possibilities. A town with no crime? A town where issues can be fixed instantly? The good we do could be such a gift. The good we could do is such a gift.
There's been a pop. There's been a...
Getting there. Getting there.
The good we could do is such a gift.
Cut that. Put it back in line. Keep on trucking.
Good we...
Dude, with such a gift. Oh, the mill idea went through. Don't snap my fingers. Not for this one. Oh, the mill deal went through. The mill deal. The mill deal. Oh, the mill deal went through. The mills are already beginning to reopen and the paperwork to make sure everyone has a job has gone through. This will be a great start for Cullen. Page 10. It's been a hectic few weeks. Other people have started noticing the weirdness here, which is partially my fault. There were some logistical issues with the mills. None of the supplies or materials were delivered and have been held up for weeks. Stuck on a boat in the middle of the Pacific or something. But every single person who would have been working at the mills turned up anyways. The story was the same from all of them. They felt like they had to be at the mill, even though there was nothing to do, and they couldn't leave until the end of their shifts, no matter how hard they tried. It came up in a town meeting. Kate Massey brought it up. Seemed hesitant at first, like everyone would think she was nuts. But as soon as she started talking, others started chiming in. The same mill story, or about how they'd been unable to speed in their cars or even swear in public. People started to panic, but I managed to reassure them there was nothing to worry about, that we were looking into it. Truth is, though, even if we were, I wouldn't know where to start. Page 11. There was an incident. Simon Zackwell came at me in the street while I was walking with Clayton about the situation. Simon Zackwell came at me in the street while I was talking with Clayton about the situation.
Simon Zackwell came at me in the street while I was talking with Clayton about the situation.
Yeah, chat seems to have died down a little bit, but we're also in the, 90th minute or something? Yeah, we're coming up on minute number 100, and I'm in the home stretch of this sucker. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make it. Do.
Simon Zackwell came at me in the street while I was talking with Clayton about the situation.
Damn it, Simon Zackwell. Woo, we are up to minute 19 of recorded material for this. This is a long skip. This is longer than I expected. Started hurling abuse at me. Said this weirdness was all my fault and that I'd damn us all in the eyes of God or some such nonsense. Reached into his pocket, clearly about to pull out a gun. I could see the handle. Clayton obviously could too. He shot Sackwell where he stood, right in the chest. He just reacted, even though Sackwell could never have actually used his gun. I guess the same isn't true of police officers. What a waste. I've declared a state of emergency. It might panic people more, but it gives me some interesting legislative power, which I've used to ban firearms within the town. That'll probably rile up the gun nuts, but they'll see it's for the best eventually. We won't have a repeat of this. Page 12. People started leaving. I wish I could say I didn't blame them, but whatever happened to civic pride? Loyalty in your home? Did they not realize the things we could do with this, whatever it is? Over 500 people left in a week. I had to pass a law stopping anyone else from going, so now no one is allowed to leave the town. Cullen will be restored, damn it, and I won't let any narrow-minded fear get in the way of that. Page 13. Maulings came to me today and told me people have been whispering about going to the press, or the feds, or whoever else. At least I still have some friends left in town. I should have thought about it sooner. It's unlikely that someone hasn't blabbed about what's going on here to someone outside. Don't they realize what would happen if the government or the press got involved here? They'd turn Cullen into a circus. I've temporarily banned the use of phones and the internet until I can get a handle on things here. I'll find a way to set things right, reverse all these emergency laws, and then Cullen will be better than ever. Page 14. A group of military-looking people in black trucks came into town today. They started asking a bunch of questions. They're going to try and cause trouble. I can sense it. Can't imagine there's much they can do, though. The law is the law, after all, and all men must follow it. I've asked John to keep an eye on them for me. Since the phones were shut down, I stopped receiving updates on the mill deliveries. Should have thought about that. I passed a law yesterday that simply read, "The mills shall have the materials they need." Today, every one of them was fully stocked as if out of nowhere. The people have been turning up to work there for weeks now, so at least they will have something to do. Hopefully this will begin to turn things around. Page 15. John said those military... By the way, at this point, I'm pretty sure that I've forgotten what page I'm on, so I'm just saying pages, and at the end, I'm going to list like page 1 through frickin' 25 or something, because there's a lot of pages.
John said those
They really cataloged this guy's descent into tyranny. Really, really well. Page 15. John said those military folks were at the edge of town today, talking to someone on their radios. Goddamn interfering, not irritating. Goddamn interfering sons of bitches. I've passed a law banning anyone from talking to people on the outside at all, so hopefully that'll solve that issue. The mills seem to be working. It might be my imagination, but everyone seems happier. Apparently everything they make is getting shipped somewhere, though no one knows where or how. But there's always plenty of raw material for them to work with. A few more weeks of this and things might be able to get back to normal around here. Page 16. Had a meeting with that military lot today. I'll have to have a word with Sandra about why she booked that in. Anyway, they came in here and started demanding information about all sorts of things, like they had any kind of authority in this town. I told them they should have just left well enough alone and minded their own business. They looked at me like I was nuts. The conversation was a bit more cordial after that, though. Nothing really came of it. Drat. Running. What page was this? Page 16? I think. Page 16, yep. Alright. The conversation was a bit more cordial after that, though nothing really came of it. They're going to keep interfering. I can feel it. I've told them I'll think about what they've said. And I will. I'm not an unreasonable man. But I've been given a unique chance to make something of this town. And I won't have it wasted by small-minded military men. I agreed to a short meeting of... Getting closer. Almost there. I agreed to... Small-minded military man. I agreed to a short meeting with them again tomorrow. Give everyone time to process the other's views and all that. Maybe I'll be able to bring them around, but I doubt it. Page 17. As I expected, the second meeting with that Sorsby fellow went nowhere. He demanded that I reverse all these laws and let the people abandon the town. I told him I would do no such thing. I won't be pushed around by meat-headed military fools. He flat out said that's... Military fools. He flat out said he's going to be a problem. Judging by the look on his face, I think he would have shot me right then and there if he was able. I'll have to think of a solution. Obviously, I can't just leave them running around town doing whatever they want. Who knows what trouble they could cause? Why can't they just mind their own business? Page 18. That bastard Sorsby and his friends nearly started a riot today. Riling people up, some nonsense about human rights and votes and no confidence. Don't these people realize I'm trying to do what's best for them? How can they all be so blind? Well, I'm going to put an end to this once and for all. First, I'll get rid of these interlopers, and then I'll see what I can do about this talk of rebellion. Cullen is a good town, damn it, and I won't have it ruined by the ungrateful attitude of people afraid to do a hard day's work. End journal log. Analysis shows that almost immediately following the final entry in the journal, a new entry was added to the recovered documentation regarding newly passed laws. The final law mandated that all military personnel leave the town immediately. The prevailing theory is that due to this final law directly contradicting the previous law regarding the ability for people to leave town, the end result was a reality failure or restructuring event, resulting in the loss of the town and its inhabitants, and neutralization of SCP-3088. Why Mayor Ronson's house and its contents remained is unknown. Mobile Task Force Sigma 9 has officially been declared lost. Oh, we did it! We did it! Yep, pop, town gone.
Mobile Task Force Sigma. Mobile Task
There we go.
Mobile Task Force Sigma 9 has officially been declared lost.
Been declared lost. Poor saps. But at least we made it. Okay, now we're going to do up to page 25, just in case I need pages, because I don't know how many there are. Page 1. Oh. Begin journal log. Drat. Begin journal... This is 3 words. I can say these 3 words, I promise you. Begin journal log. Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page 11. Page 12. Page 13. Page 14. Page 15. Page 16. Page 17. Page 18. Page 19. Page 20. Page 21. Page 22. Page 23. Page 24. Page 25. End journal log. Yes! We did it! We did it! I'll fix all that in editing, but we made it through all the dialogue. Everything they said is done. And that brings us to a grand total of 24.5 minutes of raw stuff. See you later, Russell. Woo-wee! Alright, so that is the end of the raw recording. We made it out alive. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Whoa. Woo, wore myself out. So I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Anything else? Yeah, keep a lookout for the release of this and the recording for the next survival guide as well. Peace out, guys. Cheers.